Yes, I, Grenada, Carrick, Pity Morning, and the rest of the world, I'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Life program. And it is my pleasure to be with you for another night, people. This is where it all goes down. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. Folks, I want you to brace yourself because it's going to be a good program tonight. We are getting closer to Christmas. As we get closer, you hear people are talking more about Christmas and doing more things in the name of Christmas. So that's good. At least we're getting there. Some people take longer than others to get there, but we get there anyway. All right. Let's see what's making the headlines for tonight. What we see here is that the World Bank is to give Grenada $20 million. That's US for blue economy. We are going to talk about that as well. Sandal's 100 Christmas treats hosted across the Caribbean. And police say they will be having a zero tolerance policy for offensive weapon as well. The closure of the licensing and inspection center, we are going to be talking about that. And Barbados say that they're moving to allow CARICOM nationals free public education. Okay, and a rapist, I put SLU to indicate St. Lucia, but that will be SVG. A rapist offers advice on curbing sex crimes in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We'll tell you more about that when we return on tonight's program. For those of you who are watching the program for the first time, we'd like to officially welcome you to Mikey Live. And for the, well, you know, the loyal viewers who's always there, those who try to not miss a program, I say hello to you as well, folks. We take a break and return shortly. You see, when we come back, it could be real news in all your lily lolo. So brace all yourself. We say we are coming back.
This is Sweet Santa Claus. Or he's a strange man from a mysterious land who's looking to sneak into our home. To smuggle dubious packages after gathering information about us. He breaks into our property while we sleep. And what do? Welcome him. Because it doesn't matter how different we may see, if we simply choose to see the good in other people.
Ho, ho, ho! Exploration Promotions presents Children's Christmas in Wonderland, Saturday, 21st December 2019, from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Montrouge Plainfield in Grandance will be transformed. Come meet me, Santa, at Santa's Playhouse. From Martinique, meet Cuckoff the Clown and aerialist acrobat Leonore Lopez. So kids, do you believe in magic? Meet Juster, the magician, all the way from Trinidad. Live performance by Winnie J, along with other top soca artists. Face painting, bouncing castles, Santa's Playhouse, and many more. And the kids get free toys from Santa, free balloon sculptures from Cuckoff the Clown, and fire dancing from the aerialist. This is sponsored by Boss FM, Rebelicious Burger, Blue Bubbles PA Rentals, and Event Supplies Company, Grenada Broadcasting Network, and Real Value IGA Supermarket.
This holiday season, it's the perfect time of the year to spend with the ones you love and show them exactly how you feel. Making the most of the season. So where do you find all you need to make this season the best one ever? It's Quartz, actually. Bringing value home.
Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry, serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's, call 440-3155 or 415-3155 and shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grandance, call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st.
Genesis. Genesis. Royalty Entertainment in collaboration with Westerhall 10XO Ron presents Genesis. December 31st, All Year's Night at the Spice Basket Courtyard. Gates open 9 p.m. Show starts 11 p.m. Featuring live from Antigua, the original Burning Flame. From Grenada, A1 Band, Misty Band, together with Dash, Hitman Inspector, Baleen, Looney Spark, and Electrify, and Reba. All acts backed by their live band. 2 big DJs, DJ Kemet, Kevlatone International, MC Shortleg. Ticket price, early birds $80, $100 after, and more at the door. VIP tickets $175. Get your tickets at Mitchell's Health Wellness, Grenadian Optical, Town and Granite, Gittins Healthcare, Granite, Heather's Boutique, Brandon, Bus Terminus, Licks and Bike, Gittins Pharmacy, St. David's Pharmacy, Spice Basket, online at GoToFest. Make sure to get your tickets. Genesis. All Year's Night.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Wagity Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators: 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Wagity Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
Alrighty, thank you very much, guys, and let's say again officially welcome to everyone on tonight's program. Now, folks, the first thing that we have to tell all you about tonight is that the World Bank, the board of directors there, is said to have approved a $20 million credit to support Grenada's transition to a resilient blue economy. As enshrined in an article in the OECS Media Center, the second Fiscal Resilience and Blue Growth Development Policy credit fosters reforms to support fiscal sustainability, strengthen marine and coastal management, and build climate resilience. This operation, the second in a programmatic series of 2 IDA credits, is said to deepen support to Grenada's policy and institutional measures to maintain fiscal discipline and diversify the economy towards a blue growth model. Now, this is said to be based on sustainable and well-governed use of the OECS resources. It includes fiscal reform measures such as building fiscal buffers, improving public expenditure, expenditure management, also instituting customs and excise reforms, and improving transparency of public enterprises. All right. The World Bank Director for the Caribbean, Tashin Said, said that the fiscal sustainability and strengthening environmental management are critical for building cross-cutting resilience in Grenada. We have posted an entire article on this on our website, and I would like to invite you to go check it out. That's MikeyLive.com. That's MikeyLive.com. Now, the next thing that I want to tell you about, but now we ain't going there yet, right? We ain't going there yet. We come in here. All right, so the next thing, oh, this is such a lovely picture. Check it out. The next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, is that more than 100 Christmas treats are being hosted by Sandals Foundation across the Caribbean, and that is to celebrate the holiday season and bring a cheerful end to the year. Now, approximately 10,820 children from across the 7 countries in which Sandals Resort International operates have been enjoying a series of treats and appearances from Sandals Foundation volunteers, including the famed Santa Claus delivering brand new toys thanks to the United States-based toy company Hasbro. Now, treats are currently being hosted in the Bahamas, Jamaica, the Turks and Caicos, Antigua, St. Lucia, Grenada, and Barbados. Now, the Christmas treats have been a staple a calendar event for the last 10 years, made possible through the kind support of Sandals and Beaches Resort team members, guests, travel agents, and incredible partners. All right. So, congratulations to those who give, and as well to those who receive. We need more of this to be happening, not only in Grenada but worldwide. You know, children needs to be happy, and by whatever means, let them be, man, if you know what I mean. We are moving on now. Police, they say they have adopted a zero tolerance policy when it comes to offensive weapons. You understand? As police continue their Yuletide operation, they want it to be known that they have adopted a zero tolerance approach towards offensive weapons. According to one high-ranking police officer, in areas where police officers use their discretion and so on, at this time, there is no discretion. When found with an offensive weapon, you will. That's what they said. You will be charged. All right. Inspector Simon Douglas was today speaking to the media when he made that disclosure. He also said that for persons who think that they need to walk around with weapons to protect themselves, usually end up being a victim of that very said weapon. He says that the presence of weapon in any situation usually aggravates the situation rather than de-escalate. They are advising persons to leave all weapons at home. All right? And he said if you use any implement and adopt it as a weapon, that too will be considered an offensive weapon. So for example, if you have a bottle of water and you attempt to use that as a weapon against someone, then you will be charged for the use of an offensive weapon, even if it was naturally made for that purpose. All right, so you have to be guided accordingly. We are moving on. How are we looking for time? Now, the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force hereby notifies the general public that the licensing and inspection center that's in Dusty Highway will be closed effective Wednesday, 18th December 2019. That's today. Now, the general public, you're also advised that all motor vehicle inspection will be conducted at the traffic department headquarters, Carenage, St. George, effective Thursday, 19th December 2019. That's tomorrow. Normal operations will resume on Thursday, 2nd January 2020 at 8 hours. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force, the RGPF, apologizes, they say, for any inconvenience likely to be caused. And while we're speaking of the police, we understand that police are still conducting their investigations into the cause of early morning blaze that gutted a business place in St. George's. We are talking about the Europa Hardware, to be exact. The building went up in flames just around 9:30 on Tuesday morning. Occupants of the vehicle had to evacuate in order to save themselves from the blaze. A significant portion of the building was destroyed by fire, and many of the building's contents was also destroyed, if not by fire, but by water. Several thousand gallons of water was used to extinguish that fire. The building housed two businesses, the Europa Hardware at the top floor and the bottom floor, now Grenada News entity. Folks, we will continue to monitor this development. All right, we are moving on. Now, yeah, boy, we're finishing early tonight. I really want to, I ain't lying. Your boy not a robot today, boy, real born. Barbados, listen to this. The Barbados government says it is moving ahead with advancing elements of the Caribbean Community Curriculum, Single Market and Economy, the CSME, including free access to public schools for students from CARICOM countries. The CSME allows for the free movement of capital, goods, skills, and labor across the regional integration grouping, and a government spokesperson said in a statement that the latest move means that all CARICOM nationals under the age of 16 who resides in Barbados will be afforded access to government nurseries, primary and secondary schools without being charged tuition fees. You see that CARICOM students will not be required to have student visas. However, they will pay all fees that are applicable to Barbadians students. Now, this exemption, however, does not extend to post-secondary, vocational, nor tertiary level education. In addition, CARICOM students will not qualify for the granted scholarship and exhibitions, the spokesperson noted. It said that, in addition, at least one parent or one legal guardian must be residing in Barbados under an approved immigration status in order to access the tuition fee provision now afforded to CARICOM nationals, namely the status of citizens, permanent residents, immigrant, or reside at work. Now, the elimination of student visas for CARICOM nationals will not remove the requirement to monitor non-nationals in the school system. Now, it says that it should be noted that upon their first entry into the Barbadian school system, the parent or legal guardian of the CARICOM non-national child will be required to produce to the Ministry of Education a letter from the Immigration Department confirming that the child qualifies for tuition-free treatment, the spokesman said. It was noted that this requirement of a letter will only apply to a first entry into the school system and not any subsequent transfer to a different school. Not bad, not bad at all. All you would remember, we monitored a story in St. Vincent and the Grenadines a couple of years ago, well, maybe about a year or so ago. All right, this picture may not be any strange picture to you if you are a viewer or loyal viewer of the program. All right, and according to the Eyewitness News, less than a year, that's just about that, yet less than a year after being jailed for 45 years for repeatedly raping a 12-year-old girl, former police officer Eugene Noel is offering advice on curbing sexual assaults in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The advice is coming from a man who had ignored, years before he became a sex offender, his aunt's recommendation that he seek counseling for his attraction to teenage girls. Noel, 34, offered his opinions during the 2019 Prisons Public Speaking Competition, which debated the main topic, can more be done to combat the rampant increase in sexual offenses in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Noel is also awaiting trial on a charge that on February 17, 2017, he, along with another individual, raped another woman. Noel has been ordered to serve 30 of his 45-year sentence for raping the 12-year-old girl whom he kissed on the first day he met her and later gave her a ring and a cell phone. He has appealed his conviction and sentence, but the Court of Appeal had denied his bail pending the appeal hearing. Noel urged that, much like cancer survivors, advocacy against the disease, rehabilitated sex offenders be used to educate persons about sexual offenses. He identified himself as one such person, rehabilitated offender, who can be used in this way. He says that we use recovered cancer victims to educate others about cancer. We use HIV victims to educate others about HIV and AIDS. We even use rehabilitated drug addicts to educate the world about drug abuse. So why can't we use rehabilitated sex offenders to educate others about reducing sexual offenses in our society? No. You're staying right here. Oh, tired too much. Watch now. These people of that kind, first they feel they're bright, and everybody else, living under a rock. Bright, they just bright, so they just feel they're brighter than everybody else. No, we don't need you. Stay right here, right? Then, but somebody else go do the job, right, partners? Can't put the mice to watch the cheese. Nothing so. All right? Yeah, too bright. I don't understand. Folks, we have when we come back. Boy, yeah, I'm not keeping you on the program too late tonight. I've got I've got your entertainment piece for you. Very interesting entertainment piece for tonight. And a really good singer that I want to share with you tonight. Then we have the National Report, we have the Hot List, and so on when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. So give me a minute, I'll drink some Coke and some water, whatever it is, and return shortly.
This is Sweet Santa Claus, or he's a strange man from a mysterious land who's looking to sneak into our home. To smuggle dubious packages after gathering information about us. He breaks into our property while we sleep. And what do? Welcome him. Because it doesn't matter how different we may see, if we simply choose to see the good in other people.
Oh, ho, ho! Exploration Promotions presents Children's Christmas in Wonderland, Saturday, 21st December 2019, from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Montrouge Plainfield in Grandance will be transformed. Come meet me, Santa, at Santa's Playhouse. From Martinique, meet Cuckoff the Clown and aerialist acrobat Leonore Lopez. So kids, do you believe in magic? Meet Juster, the magician, all the way from Trinidad. Live performance by Rooney J, along with other top soca artists. Face painting, bouncing castles, Santa's Playhouse, and many more. And the kids get free toys from Santa, free balloon sculptures from Cuckoff the Clown, and fire dancing from the aerialist. This is sponsored by Boss FM, Rebelicious Burger, Blue Bubbles PA Rentals, and Event Supplies Company, Grenada Broadcasting Network, and Real Value IGA Supermarket.
This holiday season, it's the perfect time of the year to spend with the ones you love and show them exactly how you feel. Making the most of the season. So where do you find all you need to make this season the best one ever? It's Quartz, actually. Bringing value home.
Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's. Call 440-3155 or 415-3155. And shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grandance. Call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st.
On Friday, December 27th, Grenada, he's coming back.
Jabba the Maddest presents Dreams. The return of Prince Swanee.
Dreams chasing the dreams down.
Prince Swanee.
Friday, December 27th at the Stadium Car Park.
Up and up. If you get to you, make some money, get pretty chick.
Also featuring Jelano and Trinidad Go.
She want a zessa, a real hot step.
From Grenada, get ready for Triple, Danger, and Leadneck. Music by DJs Living Their Dream, Fearless Kevon, The Kingpin, Fishman Jr., Bomb Squad, Far East Rulers, DJ Moss, and DJ Tag. Early bird tickets are $25, $35 regular. More at the door. Gates open from 9 p.m. Showtime 11 p.m. Friday, December 27th, we roll out the red carpet for Dreams, the return of Prince Swanee.
Genesis. Royalty Entertainment in collaboration with Westerhall 10XO Ron presents Genesis. December 31st, All Year's Night at the Spice Basket Courtyard. Gates open 9 p.m. Show starts 11 p.m. Featuring live from Antigua, the original Burning Flame. From Grenada, A1 Band, Misty Band, together with Dash, Hitman Inspector, Baleen, Looney Spark, and Electrify, and Reba. All acts backed by their live band. 2 big DJs, DJ Kemet, Kevlatone International, MC Shortleg. Ticket price, early birds $80, $100 after, and more at the door. VIP tickets $175. Get your tickets at Mitchell's Health Wellness, Grenadian Optical, Town and Granite, Gittins Healthcare, Granite, Heather's Boutique, Brandon, Bus Terminus, Licks and Bike, Gittins Pharmacy, St. David's Pharmacy, Spice Basket, online at GoToFest. Make sure to get your tickets. Genesis. All Year's Night.
All right, welcome back, folks. And here's what we are starting with a breaking news that the House majority, and we're talking, by the way, just to be clear, we're talking about, oh, my boy Archie walking with me, boy. You know, you're slow. Yeah, my boy Archie walking with me. Breaking news, first article passed, all right, abuse of power in the House of Representatives. The majority of the House, they have voted to impeach Donald Trump on the first article, which is abuse of power. All right. You had even the Republicans voting. I think I saw when I just checked that at least one Republican voted to impeach him. There were about, let's say, about 20 something who didn't vote at all, you know, on the Republican side. Well, then Democrats come out with the numbers, boy. Wow. Yes. Okay, so we are moving on. So the next thing that we have to tell you, boy, let me see what we have here for you, all right? Yes, we have the entertainment piece. But before we go there, I have the hot list for you. Anyone with information regarding the persons whose name I'm about to call, please ask them to call urgently 420-8226. That's 420-8226. Tell them to call that number as soon as possible. The following persons: Allison Joseph of River Road, Ruth Paul of River Road, Judy Filbert of Lamode St. George, Dexter Francis St. Paul St. George, Byron Frank Vendom St. George, Cheryl Williams Grandan St. George, Raymond Lewis Grand Roy St. John, Sherlan Ambrose Grove St. John, Shauna Ambrose Grove St. John, Ashton Thomas Maran St. John, Roger Johnson Grove Estate St. John, Glen Can High Post Royal St. Andrew, also Stadrell or Stardale Romaine Conference St. Andrew, Rudolph Charles Pearls St. Andrew, Kimron Alexander Maribo St. Andrew, Crystal Rodney Grand Brass St. Andrew, Alberto Lewis Paradise St. Andrew, Elroy Fletcher Grenville St. Andrew, Jenny Samuel Conference St. Andrew, Brendan Douglas Harford Village St. Andrew, Sojin Blair Balthazar St. Andrew, Suzanne Samuel Andrew, Caruth or Grand Brass St. Andrew, Janelle and Raymond Aberdeen, Dunfermline St. Andrew, Andrel Noel Chantimel St. Patrick, Alicia Fabian, Satés St. Patrick, Wayne Lewis, Lassager St. David, Dagmar Chavez, Westerhall St. David, and Denron George, Rucane in St. David. So please ask these people to call the number urgently, 420-8226, day or night. All right, good. Oh yeah, so the next thing that I have for you is our entertainment piece for tonight. You know, we always try to feature what we have on the ground here in Grenada locally. All right, and so tonight we want to feature from the Palm Tree Corner Christmas Edition, episode 1, Jonathan Francis, a West Indian carol. Of course, this guy is really, really talented, and he's about to get his break, and he probably doesn't even know it.
Trumpets sound, the angels sing, the universe proclaim. Of virgin's joy, a child is born, a messenger of peace. God and his angels rejoice in perfect bliss. Jesus, Emmanuel, was born this day. As he lay in a manger for weanings. Holy child, holy lamb, little Bethlehem. Praise him, his name in all the earth. Jesus, he's the King in all the earth. Our baby lay in a bale of hay, choir sweetly sing. A God to watch over those who watch the sun and the babe. God and his angels rejoice in all the earth. Holy child, holy lamb, Christ Emmanuel. The shepherds on in the hill that night, tending their sheep. Our angel in a veil of light appeared unto their feet. Fear not, said he, be not afraid. Places that joy we bring to him, the King. As he lay in a manger,
Alrighty, I'm telling you, this guy. I thought I just felt something. This guy is a genius. He's just great, and probably don't even realize how great he is. It's now time for the National Report.
Integrity Commission puts focus on implementing its gift management registry for 2020 to eliminate corruption. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, December 18th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. The Integrity Commission is in the process of formulating a preventative corruption scheme called the Gift Management Registry. The registry will be done in collaboration with the Accountant General and will give public officers the opportunity to safeguard themselves against the possible corruption. Compliance Officer at the Integrity Commission, Mrs. Simona Dow Mitchell, says under the scheme, persons will be asked to declare their gifts to the Commission. She explained that gifts can be in the form of money, trophies, and vehicles.
Persons declaring is a sort of declaration process in a sense, because for example, dignitaries may be traveling out of Grenada or so, and they may get something. It's also part of our preventative corruption scheme. So, for example, let's say someone from a public office went overseas and they would have received a gift. We're not saying that it is a bribe. We're not saying that it is anything dealing with fraud or so. But we're asking persons to declare that gift to the Integrity Commission. Is it gift as in monetary? It can be monetary items. Yes, so whatever it may be. It can be a vacation for your family. It can be a brand new car. It can be a $1,000 trip. So any gift, whatever it may be. So the responsibility of the public officer is to declare this gift to the Integrity Commission.
Following the declaration, the Commission will determine whether the gift is personal or state-owned. The Commission will also take into consideration gifts that were presented from foreign nationals.
When the Integrity Commission decides, okay, based on probably the reason why the person would have received that gift or the value of that gift, and then it will either go to the Accountant General or it may go to that person's office. For example, it can be a trophy. We also are sensitive to, for example, the Chinese persons. We know it is something cultural that you cannot refuse a gift because they may take it personal. And of course, we don't want to offend anyone. So the Integrity Commission also understands that some gifts we wouldn't expect for persons to refuse them because of the nature of it.
She reiterated that the gift registry will be implemented as a preventative scheme against corruption.
To safeguard yourself as a person and your integrity, you will present that gift to the Integrity Commission, and then the Commission will decide what next to do with it. If a process like this wasn't in place and you decide to keep that gift, Mr. A might come back and say, remember what I gave you, and I need a little favor from you, or my friend need a favor from you. All that can be corruption. So this process is a preventative process, so it can save persons' integrity.
Public education on the registry will continue in 2020. Government will launch its new web portal on Thursday, December 19th as part of moves toward digital transformation. The new web portal will make government ministries and activities more accessible to the public and the diaspora. The launch will be held at the Grenada Trade Center Annex from 10 a.m. and will be streamed live on GIS Channel 22 and on Facebook via gis.Government Information Service. Continuing with the news, men's javelin world champion Grenadian Anderson Peters on Wednesday made a courtesy call on Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. Anderson, who is back on home soil for the first time since winning the world title in Doha on October 6th, while speaking with the Government Information Service after his visit to the Prime Minister, says his successes has to do in part with the tremendous support and guidance given to him by his day one coach, Paul Phillip.
Coach Paul Phillip is always in charge of everything. Basically, he sends a program. Even though I'm not in Grenada, he writes my program, tells me what to do. We communicate through the social media networks. So I send him back my training videos. Like, he corrected through the videos, which is pretty good to me.
Technology can't beat it.
He's able to spot a lot of different things in the videos, like what I'm not feeling, what I'm not seeing in my throat for myself. He's able to see it on record, and we're able to analyze it together and find different things that we both didn't see. So doing that has been pretty good to us, so we're going to continue doing it.
The world champion says his underperformance at the World Games in 2017 was the impetus at which he worked physically and mentally to attain the championship title in 2019.
During all the throws, every round I was telling myself that I'm going to become the world champion. I was looking at guys running up the throw, and I was telling myself that I'm going to become the world champion. I'm the world champion. And then when lining up for the last throw, I was looking on the run, and I was like, yeah, I'm the world champion, because I'm the last person to throw. That's when you know for sure.
That's
he
right.
is the world champion. So my mind kind of swayed a little bit, so I was running down the runway smiling and everything, not too focused on the throw, but it was a good feeling.
Coach Paul Phillip, who has been the one in charge of Anderson's growth, applauded the commitment and efforts of Sports Minister Senator Norland Cox and his ministry for the assistance given in helping nurture and train Anderson into a now professional athlete.
The ministry has been very good to us in allowing us to be using the facility at will.
Okay.
At Las Vegas, we have keys to the building. And we call from time to time to ask for, maybe we want to adjust something on the ground. We never turn down. They always say, well, okay, go ahead once it's not, you know what I mean? So the ministry has been supportive. Now with all the successes, I think from 2016, I can say that there has been a really, really good relationship developing up to now.
This is the National Report. We'll have more news after the break.
Did you join the public service on or after February 22nd, 1985 and have since retired? This might be important to you. Government understands that the NIS pension may be insufficient to take care of your needs. So, while it awaits the court's ruling on the matter of pension for public officers, government has taken action to protect your quality of life so that you can take care of your needs in the meantime. Persons who joined the public service on or after February 22nd, 1985 and serve continuously in an established position for a minimum 26 years and 8 months and retired at age 60 may be eligible to receive an advance payment, which when combined with NIS represents 70% of their last salary. For more information, call or visit the Pension Secretariat in the Department of Public Administration, Ministerial Complex, 440-3767.
Welcome back. Over 20 agriculture workers and stakeholders were enlightened on the development of a proper business plan in an effort to ensuring the successful implementation and rollout of the AgriCom project. We get more in this report from Karima Lewis.
After some minor setbacks, the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands is forging ahead with its OECS Regional Tourism Competitiveness Project, AgriCom, as it hosted a business plan development workshop for some staff members of the Ministry of Agriculture and other stakeholders. The AgriCom project is a World Bank financed initiative geared at enhancing access to markets and sales for competitively selected farmers, fishers, as well as their allied aggregators and agro-processors. The one-day workshop, which was held on Tuesday at the Ministry of Agriculture's conference room in partnership with the Food and Agriculture Organization, was aimed at strengthening capacity to build business plans for farmers and other agriculture stakeholders. A total of 20 participants from inside and outside of the ministry benefited from the workshop. According to project coordinator Gregory Delsol, this workshop ties in well with Component 3 of the AgriCom project.
This initiative that we're doing here today is part of Component 3, and that is building capacity both within the Ministry of Agriculture and outside of the Ministry of Agriculture, to do business planning, because farmers are business people as well, and agriculture sector people are business people as well, and they also need to plan for their business. And business plan writing, business plan implementation, business plan development is part of what we aim to do to strengthen the sector, to build the sector.
Facilitator of the session, Juan Shez, who is Trade and Marketing Officer with the FAO, says that this initiative is part of the first phase of implementation of the Technical Information Package of the FAO towards the implementation of the AgriCom project. He speaks on the importance of stakeholders seeing the project as not just one more project, but part of a bigger landscape.
The project in itself cannot achieve the objective that it had set by itself, but it must work across actors, across sectors, in order to add better value, to be more coherent, in the way that it is trying to address the different problems, to be more efficient in the use of resources, to be more effective in the achievement of objectives. So that's one of the main messages and the main points that we are highlighting, is the need for synergy and collaboration.
He explains what he thinks should be the most important points participants leave with.
We have to start with the market. So one of the main points that the international expert has been sharing with participants, and I think that they have been quite enthusiastic and receptive, is the need to understand the markets, how the markets are evolving. We are at times of change that are very fast. There are many global trends that we need to understand in order to see what are the better opportunities for Grenadian agriculture and how we can set ourselves to take advantage of those opportunities.
Participant Jonathan Francis of the Southern Agricultural District gives his perspective on the one-day session.
It is very timely and informative, and is going to assist us because it has given us some guidelines, or should we say some templates, as to what we should use and how we should go about getting the results as quickly and as simply, so that the business plan can be successful.
For the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Karima Lewis.
Thank you, Karima. Finally, in the news, coaches and physiotherapists in Grenada will be exposed to new state-of-the-art technology and techniques to apply on injured athletes during sporting events in 2020. That's according to Sports Minister Senator the Honorable Norland Cox during his contribution to the 2020 budget. He said 6 doctors and trainers from the United States will be in Grenada for a 2-day sports medicine conference on January 9th and 10th to engage sports personnel and therapists. This is all geared towards improving the organization and execution of sporting events going forward.
This will be a conference where our physiotherapists, the doctors who work with athletics, our coaches, they are going to be engaged with sports medicine doctors coming from the United States, 6 doctors and trainers coming from the United States, and we'll sit for 2 days they'll be exposed to new techniques in terms of dealing with concussion, how to identify injury, how to treat those injuries to ensure that our athletes are better prepared for the field of play. Mr. President, we think this is a very important conference, and also we have given some commitment to have it as an annual activity.
Senator Cox said our athletes are performing exceptional locally and internationally. Therefore, there is need to improve how they are treated and cared for during and after an injury.
There are new technologies. New technologies. One doctor was saying to me that they have a phone now, an X-ray unit the size of a phone. They could go directly on the field with that and to check an athlete to see if something is wrong with an extra portable X-ray. So that is the direction in which we are going, and we welcome those developments, and we believe that this is a very important conference that's going to happen early January, Mr. President.
That story just ended the national report for today, Wednesday, December 18th. Let's recap the top story. Integrity Commission puts focus on implementing its gift management registry for 2020 to eliminate corruption. On behalf of the entire news team here at the Government Information Service, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Okay, folks, thank you very much. And House Speaker is about to announce now the results of the voting for the second article, which she's going to say that has been in favor of impeachment on the second article on Donald Trump. So, boy oh boy, things are really heating up with the US politics. All right, let's take a look at the weather and see what's going down. And the weather for tonight, we expect a medium chance of some showers tonight. All right, guys. The temperature in terms of the minimum for tonight is expected to be about 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 16 to 26 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. We've been having a really windy and hazy day today, boy. Seas are moderate to rough, waves up to 10 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. And that's your weather for tonight. Thank you to everyone for viewing. Everyone, I'm calling no special name, just saying everyone again. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you and your family. We'll be back on the program tomorrow, God's willing, with some more news for you. I want to encourage all to stay safe, be good. I think I have one more thing to talk about. Let me see. I think let me see. Yes, I think I have one more thing to tell you before I go. Yes, the semifinals of the karaoke competition at Cruisers Reef, Clarkscourt Bay is going to be on Saturday, and over $2,500 in cash and prizes to be won. All right, and the Anglican School Dance, boy, it happens every All Year's night. Well, New Year's actually. All right, so you can get ready for that. It's the first dance of 2020, the annual dance of the St. John's Anglican School PTA. Wednesday, 1st January 2020. Admission is $20, and you got DJs Chemist and DJ Benlegs to rock here, all right, guys? So you can look forward to that one. God bless you, and have a good one. Take care, all right, guys? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No. Have a good one, everyone. Take care.